Harumi Futo is located in Harumi refers to coastline or pier. The harbour pier supports Harumi Terminal Park which berths cruise ships, and is part of an urban redevelopment project site associated with the 2020 Olympic Village. The locale was created as land reclamation from seabed fill. The site was the intended place for an international exposition planned to coincide with the later cancelled 1940 Summer Olympics. Helsinki, Finland, eventually hosted the 1952 Summer Olympics and Tokyo, the 1964 Summer Olympics. The 6-story Harumi passenger terminal was opened in 1991 for the 50th anniversary of the opening of the port of Tokyo. The terminal building has an observation deck. Harumi Futo Park has a statue with views to the large artificial island of Odaiba and the Rainbow Bridge. The area is serviced by the Kachidoki Station subway station on the Yurikamome line. Determined as the site for an Olympic village to accommodate competitors, team staff, and sports officials, it should host up to 10,000 Olympic and 4,000 Paralympic athletes. The Harumi 5-chome 44 hectares neighborhood complex will be closed to the public during the two events. At least one Paralympic sport will accommodate the sports officials and national teams separate to the village due to commuting delay concerns to the sporting venue. It is expected the village will cater for about 2,000 visiting guests and media, and 8,000 games staff per day. The athletes' village mayor is 84-year-old Olympian and former Japan Football Association president Saburo Kawabuchi. The village forms the center of an infinity symbol between the heritage and Tokyo Bay themed competition zones. 21 residential buildings will be built, totaling 5,650 units. Buildings will range from 14 to 18 stories. Total costing estimated to be 207 billion yen. It is intended to have 3 types of apartments. Beds are reported to be constructed out of cardboard, holding a weight up to 200 kilograms. Supplying 18,000 beds for the Olympic Games and 8,000 beds for the Paralympic Games. The beds and mattresses will be recycled into other products after the events. Part of the village includes a food hall, following a contest of over 700 submitted recipes and as part of a Japanese flavor. Additional to other provided menus, athletes may select one of 5 special dishes involving cold somen noodles, odon served as a chilled soup, Hokkaido's zangi deep-fried salmon, a toasted bread, and dessert, zundar the panna cotta, from northeastern Japan. Self-driving buses, such as the Toyota A-Palette, are being considered for predetermined routes around the village. Some of the units will be sold post-events to establish a new community as part of model plan of the after-use of the Olympic Village, Paralympic Village. More than 4,000 condominiums with city views, some to be priced at 170 million yen. 250-story residential skyscrapers are to be built post-event, resulting a total of 23 tower blocks. A school and fire station are also later planned. There are 2 satellite villages. Within the village is a plaza with a general store, cafe, and media center. Operation Baton will see the plaza structure made of 40,000 pieces of donated wood to demonstrate sustainability, and later the woods will be returned to municipalities for reuse in local facilities. As part of the COVID-19 response, a task force planned to reduce the impact on Chuo Ward's public health center by establishing a special health facility dedicated to infectious diseases, separate to mandatory testing including body temperatures, and using Japan's Coco contact tracing mobile app. In mid-November 2020, it was indicated to reduce the risks of coronavirus transmission and infection. Late-night social parties that form part of village life would not be supported. Athletes would be encouraged to stay within the village and not go sightseeing around Tokyo, and to enter and remain in the village only for the duration of the sport and then leave Japan, rather than stay for the entire duration of the games itself. A COVID-19 code of conduct would be impressed on the athletes. The just announced vaccines would not be an entry requirement to the games, while capable of accommodating 16,500 persons. The changes would mean only 6,000 to 7,000 people in the village at any one time. with diminishing numbers as athletes depart after their sport. Athlete numbers within the dining hall would be limited. The dining hall, normally able to seat 4,500 people at one time, would now require athletes to dine alone, maintain physical distancing, and to wipe down surfaces after eating, with a reduction in spectators and athletes. A concern was expressed as to whether halal food supply could be sustained within the village and the games themselves. Masks are expected to be worn at all times other than when eating. In February 2021, with a revision in April 2021, the Olympic and Paralympic organizations released a series of